Hello, Virgo. A very interesting meditation I was just doing for you. First, I was seeing a man. I didn't know whether he was sawing wood or playing the violin. And then he seemed to kind of be like the Seven Dwarfs like, and then I was getting Friar Tuck kind of energy, kind of like in a hermit's robe, but, you know, a smaller person. And then that took me to a little boy with a cap on, like not something modern, but back in the early 1900s. This little boy going up and sticking his tongue out to receive communion, and the man bends over and gently kisses him on the nose instead. But then that didn't look negative. But then I was getting, there's something about him that wasn't right. And I don't know if you can identify him by something on his nose, the end of his nose. I don't know if he had a sore on the end of his nose, or maybe a mole on the end of his nose, or maybe he just had a big nose that was significant to you. But it obviously had some kind of impact on this little boy, because this is coming up. But I'm not seeing him as a negative person, which may be the key here, right? He may have been very good at disguising what was going on behind closed doors. So maybe something very significant there coming up. Let me know if there's anything there that resonates with you. I wasn't getting a connection for myself, but we'll see how that works out. The cards might bring something up for you guys as well. I have the past life deck here. We're going to pull a card from the past life deck to bring up any wounds that are bubbling up that need to clear for you. And we're doing past, present, and future with the current topic, the people involved in the second row, and the third row will be the actions to take. Again, this is for Virgo, for any time that you come to the video, for the best and highest good of all those concerned. Any guides, masters, and angels who'd like to come in are welcome. I invite you in your high vibe love light for the best and highest good of all those concerned. And let's see what happens here for Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Leo was burning my house down, so check that out if you have any Leo in your chart. It was very interesting. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Galactic Father. We started at 4 o'clock, but it was right from 3:59 to 4 o'clock. And 3:59 is the Empress, and then the Five of Swords, which is the turmoil within, and then moving into the 4, which is the Emperor. So there may be some kind of energy going on between the Empress and the Emperor. 3 and 4 for me are also the horizontal and the vertical pillars, or the crossroads coming together or intersecting. So let's see from the past life deck for Virgo, what are the messages that need to be heard for whatever needs to bubble up and come out and be released from the past. Virgo, Virgo. All right, we have food and hunger. So starvation issues are coming up here, bread and water. That could be a need for clean water as well. We also have the mother coming up here. All right, this could be a single mother who had to take care of her children on her own and was worried about having enough food to eat. Right, and this can also be in past lives being brought to the future and then having her own food issues because of worries about having enough to eat for her and her children in the past. There's 2 more cards that want to come up, but before I do those, I want to show you the bottom of the deck because you have the love life. I think it was Cancer who had this card as well, but this is your underlying energy. Let's see, we have vows. So there is like love and marriage coming up here, but there's also like the energy of a nun, because I just, you know, Friar Tuck just came up. So there's this energy of girls entering, you know, the nunhood or the priesthood could be coming up here. That's the underlying energy. And then in addition to these 2 cards coming up for you, you also have finances. And this is very much Easter, because this represents Judas and Jesus, because this is one of the cards from the Mary Magdalene deck, which is the crucifixion card. And you can see a face in this card too. I don't know if you'll be able to see it right away, but there's 2 eyes and a nose, and the hairline is up here. So you can literally see this face is like beaming the light through the trees. I don't know if you can see that or not, but if you can, that's great. So there is this Easter energy coming up for you. And again, there could be betrayal with that. as well as money issues, and again, starvation issues of the single mother. I'm getting to like that money's coming back to you, right? So money, the betrayal that happened, whether it's in this life or another life, is being paid back to you here. And Jesus is making sure of that. I'll see what else comes up with this stuff. But it's definitely a food. This is definitely, you know, food and hunger issues, dieting issues, perhaps purging at times, you know, worried that you're not going to get enough food, right? At the dinner table, that your siblings will take all the food and you won't get any. So a lot of us have past starvation timelines to deal with. So this really is an issue for everybody, but it's coming up specifically for Virgo. It did not come up for anyone else yet. I've done 4 other signs already. So let's see how that plays out. And there may be something around Easter coming up and food that's coming up for you if you celebrate Easter. But the trees are themselves are coming up there too, and that represents the trees filtering the sun through the trees. That came up, I think, for the eclipse the other day too, right? That the trees allow some filtering to be had if you're planning on looking at the eclipse. But also, right, the tree is representing the family tree and a betrayal within the family. But the light is filtering through now on any betrayals that have come up. All right, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo. And here the Emperor is on the bottom of the deck. And we started at 4 o'clock, which is the Emperor. So that's very significant. All right, Virgo, for the best and highest good of all who's concerned. Virgo, 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 Virgo. All right. A gentler, kinder world, nation. That advertisement's coming up. I can't think of what it is exactly. But in the past here, the topic is the King of Swords reversed. Okay, here's the topic in the past. And in the present moment, you have the 6 of Pentacles reversed as your topic, the issues to bring up. And then in the future, the topic is the Moon reversed. Okay, that's also some Cancer energy there. In the past, as far as the people involved with the situation, we have the 5 of Cups. And that could be somebody grieving. This could be some kind of, it's definitely emotional grief, but this can have to do with a loss or just regret of something about the past, not letting go, feeling bad about something, guilt and shame. And then presently here, the people involved are the Empress, which came up in the beginning with the 3 and the 4. So she's in the middle of your read. So there's a lot of power, the earth, the abundance of the Empress is guiding your whole read. That's at the center of it all. And then in the future, the people, and this could be a Taurus energy as well, but it doesn't have to. It can be any mother, grandmother type energy or the earth. So we have the future person is the Page of Wands reversed. So this could be a fire sign, a child, a pet, someone acting like a child, having a temper tantrum as well. And the actions to take in the future, or rather in the past, whatever action you have taken already, and the candle just went out. So this could be the ending of a family that's very unhappy, or the ending of an emotional cycle that was way overdue to be done. But there may be some sadness around this. I was just getting like the Marilyn Monroe, right, before their time as the candle went out. The present card for action to take is the Three of Swords, which may represent heartbreak or separation or weathering the storm. And then in the future, the action to take is the Sun, which is beautiful. This is full energy, children, happiness, so we'll see how that goes as well. I'm going to put out, that's also Leo energy of Leo, Taurus, Cancer reversed. And I'm going to put down 3 cards here and see what this is all about. And the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords reversed, and Leo had this upright here. So this can be stress, this could be suffering in silence, trying to end the nightmare or lack of sleep or purging that you're doing, but you can't get out of it at 9 swords because you're either going to the 10 swords or the 8 of swords on either side. It's a very difficult cycle to get out of. But there's stress here of dealing with the nightmare of your own thoughts or thought processes, right? Feeling very stuck. This can be someone on the warpath, but also a breakup, a breakdown, a break in, out, or through can come up with the Chariot reversed. And the King of Pentacles was right here in Leo's reading. So you already have 2 cards significant with Leo, and here's Leo energy here too. So you might be tied in with Leo's reading, so you might want to watch that. And again, these energies could be your family or friends around you. It doesn't specifically have to be you that's affected by it, but you might be observing this. And we have this energy of anxiety or imprisonment or feeling like your hands are tied, feeling trapped. And feeling like your hands are dyed. Did someone dye their hands? Did you get some kind of like blue dye on your hands? We have, and here's the Hermit. So we're going to start with the Hermit, shedding light on the situation, and you're upright here. So that's a positive. You may be advising other people going through these situations here. That can also represent a professional or a grandparent who's giving you wise counsel. This could be the weatherman regarding the snow coming in, right? There's the end of the worst of it, right? The worst is over here. This could be bliss as well. All right, there's some kind of dependence, or this could be a dependent child or powerlessness, spending a lot of money or had to pay for something that costs a lot of money. And we have Capricorn back here too. And is that addictive spending behind you, or a child who may be spending too much, but the worst is over now. Perhaps they've learned their lesson. And this could actually be blissful too, between Capricorn and Virgo right there. They're both upright. And then we have this energy here. All right, so someone might not be sleeping here. And I'm going to put Virgo here too. I'm going to see this too, because we have all the swords here. Look at that. You have all 3, the 8, 9, and 10 of swords here, which is great in the underlying energy, because that's the end of the sword cycle. It's like getting over the worst of the sword cycle really quick. All right, so we're going to go into, this is my combined Lenormand and Kipper decks together, okay? And this will be for the past energies. So you have Cancer reversed over here too. The Chariot can be Sagittarius energy as well. Is the King of Pentacles reversed over here, dealing with Cancer energies, whether that be a person. We do have the Moon reversed over here, or the disease. And then we have the Moon upright, or excuse me, the Moon reversed here and the Sun upright here, kind of facing each other. Right, it's all day to me, someone's not sleeping. And again, the frustration around that. There could be an ending between the King of Swords reversed and the Empress right here. Interesting for Leo, because Leo had the King of Pentacles here, and the King of Swords was in the underlying energy for Leo. So it's like your opposite, kind of opposite perspectives there. And so the King of Swords can represent Virgo energy. But let's see about that, because we did, the Hermit is upright in the underlying energies. And it's like they're advising on anxiety, lack of sleep, right? Now that the worst is over, even the bliss of having the swords taken out, fallen out, like this is the 10 swords back here falling out, and maybe they are falling out at 9. This can also be ending the cycle, but then coming back into it a little bit and needing to release again. Right? The pain, that the worst of it you thought was over, but someone let it back in again. And again, that can be referencing going back on the warpath here, especially if someone's not sleeping or going through an awakening process. So we have a lot of Cancer reversed energy, because we have 2 cards with Cancer reversed energy. It could be Sagittarius over here. And like I said, Taurus and Leo, both fixed signs, both upright. So in the recent past, or in the past here for Virgo here. Oh, there we go. And the Lovers are, I'm covering them up, but they are seen here with the 15, which is Capricorn, which was in the underlying energy. And we have the 28 of the Angry Man here, the Power Man with the Mars necklace and the Ace of Cups. So it's regarding love life, and he could be upset about something. We have both 28s here. 28 is the 2 of Wands, which is a choice of path. And this could be 2 sides of this man, right? The loving side, they're both Ace of Cups here. So they both have to do with love. But one wants control, or he's angry, and the other one is in love and has one last rose to give. Right? So he's like having a war within over there, that King of Swords. And there's 4 more cards that want to come out. So we'll get into those in a second. The bottom of the deck is the occupation. And I'm getting like German occupation. That's interesting. 34 is the 8 of Wands, the energetic exchange, the hours of love, lots of back and forth, or just busyness, keeping busy, keeping your hands busy, keeping occupied, or the occupation is coming up to clear, right, from the past lives. And here is the library, all the stories, the safe, the diaries, all the secret information that's been hidden for years. The 10 of Pentacles is that family of abundance, community, business, or heaven on earth. But all of the books in the world perhaps can't teach you about love. We have 26 is the Page of Wands over here reversed. So someone might be very well read, or keeping a lot of secrets, or being a code breaker here for their occupation, right? Sowing the seeds of love with the 8 of Wands is the arrows of love. And again, that Dr. Jekyll and Hyde energy that came up with Leo. Now, Leo is dealing with a lot of death energy, not a new death, but something from the past. And you don't have that. But there is that pain energy, right? They had death. You have pain. And the other energy is coming up with the 2 sides of himself over there. Is the 24 with the Thief. And 24 is the Queen of Wands. So she could be referenced as the thief here. But we also have a little boy on the street who could be referenced as the thief. And there's 24 again with the Page of Cups. So again, there's that energy of the Queen of Wands and a child. They could be like a duo scamming him. Okay. And then we have the 17 of the gift that this was. So maybe this man was scammed. But when it came down to the end, they realized it was a gift because of the changes it made. Somebody's dream coming true, coming in. Or maybe they, as a duo, pulled in a dream come true. And then here's that 34, the 8 of Wands again, of the energetic exchange. And there's very Pisces energy here with all the water, and the King of Pentacles, who's right here reversed. So this is like reversed energy. So I don't know if this was a gift or, right, is so not the gift. But we definitely have that Queen of Wands energy. 24 is also Omega and enlightenment. And we're in the year of 24. And again, this is energy of the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is, you know, puppy love. And that can represent a woman and a child who stole your heart as well, right? A real gift that came in to make your dreams come true as the King of Pentacles, but he's reversed here. So, and there's angry man energy over here. So I feel like someone feels like they got gypped or scammed, that it wasn't real. And this could be Aquarius with this energy right here. So you could have an Aquarius masculine energy over there, unless it's you, Virgo. I'm not really getting a lot of air energy coming in here. So it could be Virgo or it could be Aquarius over here. I'm getting like that angry young man syndrome of the topic over here, right? And the King of Swords reversed could be verbally abusive, and he can be a liar. Or he could just be in negative self-talk. There's some kind of imbalance here, inequity though. The people is someone grieving here. They're grieving a family loss or the end of an emotional cycle here. Grieving all this pain that had to be gotten done with very quickly. There could be surgery involved over there with all the swords, or all the fences that needed to be taken down in order to end this emotional cycle or end things with this family, right? It may have been a real war here, an inner war mostly. Let's see what's going on in the middle. So this is the past energy. This child even can be, right, that parents who took them in when they didn't have anybody. But there's two sides to this masculine energy for sure. There's an angry side and a very loving side. Or they could be two totally different men who love in two very different ways. Maybe this woman at her job is dealing with going back and forth between two different men, or dealing with two different bosses. And we got definitely a Pisces kind of energy there too, with the Page of Cups and the fish energy over here, right? Pisces and fire and Aquarius. All right, let's see what the present situation is bringing in Virgo. Oh, that came right out. All right, trust. It is safe to trust the situation. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. So the bottom of the deck here is balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. So let's see what else is coming up. So perhaps this person isn't giving you or unable to give you all you deserve right now, or maybe they're just unavailable right now. And someone is secretly yearning for you. So any rejection that happened was actually divine protection because of whatever they were going through or whatever you were going through. And someone feels regret and remorse for the way that they treated you. Okay. And you're supposed to unplug that working less will help strengthen your relationship. And time alone in nature will help you recharge. Okay. So again, one person is giving too much in the relationship. Let's see what was under that. So something that was passionate but not enduring in the past, or maybe this is your history of relationships where one person was always giving more than the other. And then here you have the present situation that you're supposed to trust in this true love because it's real. It's just they're not available yet, and someone is secretly yearning for you. The rejection was protecting you. Someone feels badly for the way they treated you, and you're supposed to work less and spend more time in nature to help you recharge, okay? There. All right, so here's that imbalance of one person was always giving too much in the relationship, and that may have been the Empress here, right? Wanting to be charitable, but then wasn't getting something in return. And again, this could be any mother type energy. It could be a pregnant person. This could be a Taurus. And the action to take here, if you haven't taken that already, is to separate yourself from anything that's not serving you. And allow the broken heart, allow the disappointment or weathering the storm, allowing the storm to pass naturally. Okay, it's like divine timing is at work here. But you don't have a lot of major arcana. You have 2, which is all, and they're both amazingly positive. So I feel like this is your energy, right? And this is all the stuff playing out around you that isn't touching you. You may know it, but it's not affecting you directly. You may be very much in your power here. What's going on in the future here? The topic is this. The topic could be the new moon, because that's the eclipse. The topic could be getting up early in the morning, or having to get up early in the morning as the masculine here, or deal with a masculine who's being negative right now. This also could be deception, because we do have a child here, or someone who's in unbalanced energy. All right, is this literally a mother and child, a new baby? Did someone have a miscarriage here? But this is health of a child, so I don't feel like that's the case. Maybe someone was scared that that would happen. This also could be another child who's at home while somebody else is having a child, right? The other child who may be jealous or mad that mom's not around. This could be a child who's sick or just tired, right? Or they're all over the place, right? With Leo energy here and Cancer reversed, maybe they're a Leo child with Cancer in their chart. The lion's heart could be coming up here for you. Maybe you have strong Leo in your chart, as well as some Cancer in your chart as well. Maybe that's telling you, if you do have Leo and Cancer in your chart, they're telling you you are guided by Leo, not Cancer. All right, so for the future here, you're dealing with this Page of Wands reverse. And again, that could be a child, it could be a pet, it could be an adult who's acting like a child and having a temper tantrum, or maybe just, you know, kind of like ADHD energy of being all over the place. Oops, dropped all my cards. All right, Virgo, for the best and highest good of all the concerned, coming up in the future here for Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. You have the horned cactus. 29 is the 3 of Wands, being present in the moment or waiting for your ship to come in, but it also has to do with gifts, whether using your gifts or receiving or giving gifts. And this is the gift of resourcefulness, right? He's like a one-man band. He's got protection on the outside, but he's soft and gushy on the inside, and he's got horns, and he's green. He's got gifts. He may not look like much, but he's got gifts. I'm seeing too, like, I'm seeing a Taurus inside there, right? That it looks like a mask, but I'm seeing like a bull in there inside the green cover-up of the cactus, which is, you know, the cactus is very stationary and it doesn't move, it just protects itself, but it is soft and gooey on the inside. Maybe they seem prickly on the outside, you can't feel their energy. And we have the 20 of the Feast of Plenty. So again, there's that energy of starvation, choices and their consequences. This could be someone who blew up a lot, like they're puffy or bloated, But again, in the desert, you always think of more oranges and browns as opposed to green and prickly. The prickly pear could be coming up and being, again, this is food oriented, prickly pear, and then like sharing a milkshake. But this is all, there's also a lot of green here, and there's this reference to vegetables and 2 swords in the stone as opposed to 1. The 20 of the judgment of, are you judging yourself? Is someone else judging you for what you eat or what you share? Again, someone is giving more in the relationship than the other. Was that in the past, or is this coming up for you? And then we have the 48. There's one more card coming too. Of the sky dancers. 48 is that 8 of cups of walking away and within and surrendering. Allowing it all. And then the woodwives, where this one is the branch of the tree that's much more flexible. The tree is very stationary and stuck like the cactus there. But the woodwife is very adaptable. She's going to have to be more bendable because he just can't flex back and forth as much as she can. She's like the electrons and the protons. She's just able to connect outwardly more than he would. 64 is the 10 of swords, which is reversed over here, right? That the worst is over in any difficult thought cycle there. Perhaps even bliss here in going within. The bottom of the deck here, I love this card, is the 47 of the 7 of cups, right? Heaven in your eyes, synchronicities, having lots of choices, which can be confusing at times. But this is the energy of the sky bridge and possibility for union, right? So as everything falls into place, a bridge naturally creates itself for the 2 ends to connect. And there's the hollow bone of hallowing oneself, and there's that kind of bullwinkle energy and the bull energy, the 28, which is both of the masculine cards over here. Again, that 2 of wands, that can be a twin flame. It's the 3rd time the 28 has come up here. But someone humbling themselves, hollowing themselves out to allow spirit to work through them and being more teachable. And in order to create that union, that sky bridge, and by connecting more fully to your guides and spirits, is bringing in that possibility for a union. Going within. It's like surrendering to who you are. Like if you've struggled with weight all your life, just letting go. Like the person you're with has to accept you just as you are. Not only when you're at your thinnest, it's that kind of energy. Just accepting who you are. Having fun sharing a milkshake if that's what it's got to be. Allowing yourself to go within and surrender to all that is. And being more adaptable, more flexible. Right? Maybe someone's got an injury and you may need to be more flexible, or you may need to be the one who runs carpools, things like that. Right? Perhaps needing help with a child. This could be a child who has disability. But there's a lot of beautiful energy here, right? This could be vacationing. The action could be exposing all, being happy, having fun, going on vacation, or enjoying the spring, right? After weathering the winter, right? After the fall, weathering the winter, the storm, to come out in the spring. Totally happy. And again, this eclipse is very significant for you. Let's see what cards come up here for you. The Hierophant is reversed, which represents alternative spirituality, thinking outside the box, but it's also breaks in marriage and religion and contracts and such. So breaking away from that traditional role, right? The traditional family. There was a lot of pain in ending this situation. And again, break up, break down, break in, break out, break through, all those energies coming up, and you have all those swords there. Or did someone have multiple surgeries, right, to help them fix themselves? And then we have the 8 of Wands reversed, which is heated exchanges or delays, not telling something, right? Delay after delay in a divorce, perhaps. Is that yours or someone else around you? There's a lot of Taurus energy here, a Taurus upright and a Taurus reversed. And then we have the star. So dreams come true after that. Right after the heated exchange of a divorce or break from a religion, from an establishment, and lots of back and forth and delay after delay. And then the star. Dreams come true. This can be an Aquarius energy as well. And I'm going to pull, let's see. Oh, there's one more card I left out too. Temperance. So this is really beautiful. Look at that. Dreams come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. We have Aquarius and Sagittarius energies here, but they don't have to be Aquarius or Sagittarius people. It's just the energy of patience and balance in your life and dreams coming true. Perhaps being a star. This could represent the eclipse energies too. And again, wanting to be fully naked no matter what you look at or look like, allowing it all to hang out and being at peace with it. And I wanted to pull from, before I read the card for you, which will be the horned cactus, I want to pull from Fortune's Oracle for you too, because I did for Leo today. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Giving advice. Perhaps in the past dealing with some verbal abuse, whether that was in your family or in a relationship, or somebody who's in a lot of negative self-talk. But again, there's this angry man syndrome over here, whether that's the Virgo man or an Aquarius. A lot of back and forth energies. All right, so for Virgo, 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 best and highest good of all is concerned. Virgo. There you go. Transformation, the 32 of the Six of Wands, which is the journeyman coming in with the news that the war is over. Breaking the chains in order to rebuild the bridge in a more natural way. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. And Leo got this card too. The 36 is Atlas and the world. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. And the bottom of the deck is a proposal. The 27 is the Ace of Wands, which is a new passion. And we have a proposal, perhaps dealing with a marriage. Romantic or business opportunity is indicated here. Like that. And then we're going to read the horned cactus here. Which is what number? 29, that's right. All right, 29 for Virgo. Blooming through resilience, resourcefulness, and discovery. When nothing seems to be happening fast enough or your ideas have dried up, you begin to question your relevance. During these periods in life, you might feel like giving up, frustrated, and resentful that successful never happened to you. The issue here, however, is a matter of perception. The horned cactus thrives in the barren desertscape, offering you the gift of water when all appears to be dry, as we talked about, the difference between green and brown. If you look at its body, you see the natural thorns that protect it from predators and the elements. What you don't see are the deep roots that extend far into the earth, filling it with continuous flow of water. This succulent is a symbol of resilience, of resourcefulness, of your needs being met in spite of appearances to the contrary. It's a reminder of the courage and inherent wisdom needed to dig deep below that less than friendly surface that hides a rich underground world. Can you connect to this magical truth and trust? The desert is a mystical place filled with mysterious creatures, beautifully adapted to their environments. The horned cactus tells you to take heart. This journey is only temporary, and you will soon be met with greener pastures. But first you must acknowledge your inner strength and fortitude as you're tested here. Be as the cactus, resilient and resourceful. and trusting that all is well. All right, being flexible when you need to be here. Just want to look at these cards one more time for you. Okay, so the resilience of the horned cactus and the consequences of choices here. And instead learning to surrender, to go within, right? This could be judgment again, judgment, a wake-up call, right? Maybe to someone who's eating too much or eating something they shouldn't eat, or judging themselves too much and needing to just surrender to whatever is about yourself. But if there is anything that's scarce, learning to share and surrender, go within, and be more adaptable and flexible, that all is well. All is well that ends well type of energy there. And see the spotlight on being flexible there, more adaptable. Yeah, and just going with the flow, right? Not having any fixed notions about anything. Being neutral and observing, and just, if you do get knocked off balance a bit, just come back to center again without judging yourself. And without reacting to other people's judgments, allow them to have their opinions. They're allowed their opinions. It's all okay. All right? So you can weather the storm. It looks like you are. I mean, you're the one who's giving advice over here. You have this stable energy in the middle as the mother, and you have this beautiful sun here at the end. And dreams coming true with patience. Okay? Remember to drink plenty of water. I probably don't have to tell you, Virgo. Virgo is all about health and daily life. But remember your rest, to get plenty of rest. Your joy, get plenty of joy, Virgo. And nature, spend time in nature, which will probably bring you a lot of joy. And until next time, I'll see you next time, and have an amazing April. Bye, Virgo.